The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Kethavari of the Zephyrian Collective rose from his crystalline seat. His four eyes swept across the assembled representatives of 47 species, each one showing varying degrees of concern etched across their diverse features. "Esteemed colleagues," Kethavari began, his translator converting his harmonic tones into the standard galactic tongue, "we face an unprecedented situation. The humans have been among us for merely 3 standard cycles, yet they have already disrupted our most fundamental understanding of biology." A ripple of nervous chittering came from the insectoid Veltar delegation. Their compound eyes reflected the chamber's bioluminescent lighting as they exchanged rapid clicks in their native language. "The issue," continued Kethavari, "is their dietary habits. Every species in known space has evolved to consume specific nutrients from their homeworld's ecosystem. We Zephyrians process crystalline minerals. The Veltar require nectar-based proteins. The Morticans absorb thermal energy directly. This specialization is the foundation of interstellar trade, diplomacy, and even our understanding of evolution itself." Dr. Sarah Chen, the human representative, remained seated calmly at the newer, smaller table that had been hastily added to accommodate Earth's recent membership. She was a slight woman with graying hair, but her dark eyes held an intensity that made several council members uncomfortable. "Here at these humans," Kethavari's voice rose with indignation, "consume everything. Plants, animals, minerals, synthetic compounds, they even consume other species' food with apparent relish. They've eaten Veltar ceremonial honey, Mortekan's thermal crystals, and yesterday I witnessed their delegation leader actually request seconds of our sacred grinding stones." The Veltar representative, Queen Speaker Zixandra, vibrated her wings in agitation. "It is most disturbing. We offered them our traditional welcome feast, expecting polite refusal as is customary. Instead, they consumed everything, including the decorative flowers that contained compounds toxic to most species." "With respect," Dr. Chen interjected, rising smoothly, "those flowers were delicious. A bit spicy, but they paired well with the honey cakes." The chamber erupted in alarmed buzzing, clicking, and harmonic resonances. Several species began what appeared to be panic responses. The Aquarian delegates' gill slits fluttered rapidly, while the Mortican's internal temperature began rising, causing steam to drift from their rocky carapaces. "This proves our point exactly." Kethavari's crystal body flashed with agitated colors. "No species should be able to digest such a variety of compounds without immediate biological rejection or death. It's impossible." Dr. Chen activated her holographic display, showing a complex biological diagram. "Actually, it's quite possible when you understand human evolutionary history. We're what you might call opportunistic omnivores. Our ancestors survived by eating whatever was available: fruits, vegetables, meat, fish, insects, even certain types of clay and bark when necessary." "Preposterous," scoffed the Mortecan representative, whose name translated roughly to "heat that burns bright." "No single species can efficiently process such diverse nutritional inputs." "But we don't process them efficiently," Dr. Chen replied with a smile. "We process them adequately. Our digestive system is remarkably adaptable, but not particularly specialized. We have stomach acid strong enough to break down most organic compounds, beneficial bacteria that help us process different food types, and a liver that can neutralize many toxins." She gestured to another hologram showing human digestive anatomy. "We also have something most species lack: cultural transmission of food knowledge. When humans encounter new food sources, we don't just rely on instinct. We observe, experiment, and share information. We've learned to identify what's safe, what's dangerous, and how to prepare things to make them edible. You experiment with potentially lethal substances." Queen Speaker Zixandra's horror was evident in her rapid wing beats. "All the time," Dr. Chen replied cheerfully, "though we try to be smart about it. Start with small amounts, look for reactions, learn from others' experiences. Some of our most beloved foods were once considered inedible or even poisonous until we figured out the right preparation methods." The chamber fell quiet as the implications sank in. Finally, Kethavari spoke, his tone more thoughtful than accusatory. "Are you saying that humans can potentially consume the food sources of every species in this council?" "Not just potentially," Dr. Chen confirmed. "We already have. Our diplomatic team has been sampling everything offered to us. It's not just politeness, though we do appreciate the hospitality. We're genuinely curious about new flavors and textures. Heat that burns bright leaned forward, his massive form creaking. But why? Why would evolution produce such dietary chaos? Dr. Chen's expression grew more serious. Because Earth was harsh. Climate changes, natural disasters, mass extinctions, our planet threw everything at us. The species that survived weren't the ones perfectly adapted to one environment, but the ones flexible enough to adapt to any environment. She pulled up images of Earth's diverse biomes. Humans live everywhere on our planet. Arctic tundra, tropical rainforests, high mountains, deep deserts. We eat local foods wherever we go because we had to. Specialization might be more efficient, but generalization kept us alive. And now you're here, Kethvari observed quietly. In the galaxy, ready to eat everything. Well, not everything, Dr. Chen laughed. We do have limits. But yes, we're probably going to keep trying new foods. It's part of how we connect with other cultures. Sharing a meal is one of humanity's oldest diplomatic traditions. The Veltar Queen speaker's antennae twitched with what her species expressed as amusement. Perhaps this is why the humans adapted so quickly to galactic society. They literally consumed it. In a sense, Dr. Chen agreed, though we prefer to think of it as embracing diversity. Every species here has something unique to offer, including unique flavors. Kethvari's eye, crystal form flickered through several color spectrums. Before settling on what humans had learned indicated deep thought. This explains much about human behavior. Your rapid integration into galactic trade networks, your adaptability to different environments, your apparent fearlessness in the face of the unknown. We're not fearless, Dr. Chen corrected gently. We're just hungry. And curiosity has always been our greatest hunger. The council chamber remained silent for several minutes as representatives processed this revelation. Finally, Heat that burns bright spoke. If humans can consume any species' food, this changes trade dynamics significantly. Actually, Dr. Chen said with a grin that several species had learned to find both charming and slightly unsettling, we'd like to propose a new kind of trade. Instead of just exchanging resources, what if we established cultural food exchanges? We'll share our preparation techniques and recipes, you share yours. Everyone gets to experience new flavors. You want to teach the galaxy how to eat like humans? Kethvari's query resonated with disbelief. Why not? Food brings people together. Maybe being all eaters isn't a problem. Maybe it's humanity's gift to the galaxy. As the council session ended and representatives filed out, many were already whispering about the strange appeal of this human proposal. After all, curiosity about new experiences wasn't unique to humans. Perhaps being all eaters was exactly what the galaxy needed.